Snacks have always played a role in our lives, providing us with moments of joy and delight. However, there are certain snacks that have been discontinued, leaving behind a sense of nostalgia and curiosity for why exactly they were discontinued. Today, I am going to be covering the Discontinued Snacks Iceberg. This chart covers well-known discontinued snacks like the Choco Taco and Butterfinger BBs to snacks you probably haven't heard of. With all that said, let's get into the Discontinued Snacks Iceberg. Choco Taco. Arguably the most well-known discontinued snack on this iceberg, the Choco Taco was an ice cream dessert that resembled a taco. It contained a waffle cone resembling a taco shell, vanilla ice cream, fudge, and peanuts. It was first sold in 1984, and it became popular with ice cream trucks and grocery stores. Unfortunately, Klondike discontinued the Choco Taco in July 2022 so that they could focus on their other products with a higher demand. Butterfinger BBs. Another well-known discontinued snack is Butterfinger BBs, which were bite-sized versions of original Butterfingers. They were created in order to compete with Whoppers and Maltesers and were first sold in 1992. They quickly became popular due to their many advertisements featuring The Simpsons. They were discontinued in 2006 for unknown reasons, but it's speculated that they were discontinued because of the candy's low melting point. Swoops. Manufactured by the Hershey Company, Swoops was a chocolate candy that was shaped like a potato chip. It was first sold in 2003. It was available in a variety of flavors, including Reese's, Almond Joy, and white chocolate. It was discontinued in 2006, presumably because of its high sugar content. Cheese Nips. Cheese Nips was a cheese-flavored cracker manufactured by Nabisco. It was created in 1955 in order to compete with Cheez-Its. Many people considered Cheese Nips to be worse than Cheez-Its because Cheese Nips had less texture and a dry flavor, although some people still preferred Cheese Nips. Cheese Nips were recalled in 2019 due to a plastic contamination, and in May 2020 it was discontinued altogether, presumably due to low sales. Dixies Snack Crackers. Basically, these were drumstick-shaped crackers produced by Nabisco in the 1960s. They supposedly tasted like chicken, which, in my opinion, chicken crackers sound disgusting, and they were discontinued by 1980. Jello 123. Jello 123 was a Jello product that was released in 1969. This snack was unique because it had 3 layers with regular Jello on the bottom, a fluffy layer in the middle, and a top layer with a texture similar to Cool Whip. It came in 5 flavors: strawberry, raspberry, cherry, orange, and lime. Despite its innovations, sales dwindled in the 1980s and it was discontinued in 1996. Heinz Easy Squirt. Basically, Heinz Easy Squirt was an artificially colored ketchup product created in the early 2000s. The first color released was green, which was a tie-in to the Shrek movie, and a few years later, more colors rolled out such as purple, blue, and even a mystery color. Initially, this product was a huge success. However, as the years went on, sales dwindled and it was discontinued in 2006. It's speculated to have been discontinued due to health concerns because of the product's added chemicals. E.T. cereal. Yes, this surprisingly existed at some point. E.T. cereal was a peanut butter and chocolate flavored cereal product. It was released in 1984 and was produced by General Mills. The pieces of cereal were in the shape of the letters E and T. It was discontinued in 1986 for unknown reasons. Gator Gum. Gator Gum was a brand of chewing gum created by Gatorade in the late 1970s. It was available in the only 2 flavors of Gatorade at the time, lemon lime and orange. It was discontinued due to the manufacturing contract between Fleer Corporation and Gatorade expiring in 1989. Go-Tarts. Essentially, Go-Tarts were mini versions of Pop-Tarts that were released in 2006. They came in 4 different flavors: strawberry, brown sugar cinnamon, chocolate chip, and chocolate fudge. They were discontinued in 2008 for unknown reasons. Oreo Banana Split. Oreo Banana Split was a limited edition flavor of Oreos. It was released in 2013 as a successor to another flavor that was released in 2008 called Oreo Banana Split Cream. It was discontinued at the end of 2013. Pizza Spins. Introduced in July of 1968, pizza spins were wheel-shaped crackers that had the taste of pizza. They were created by General Mills and were discontinued in 1975 for unknown reasons. Donkey Kong cereal. Donkey Kong cereal was a breakfast cereal based on Donkey Kong. It was introduced in 1982 and featured corn cereal pieces that were shaped like small barrels. People have said that the cereal tasted very similar to Captain Crunch. In 1984, Donkey Kong cereal was discontinued for unknown reasons. Muggo Lunch. To be honest, I don't really know how to pronounce this. I'm not sure if it's like Muggo Lunch or Mug-O Lunch, so I'm just gonna say Muggo Lunch. I don't know. Anyways, Muggo Lunch was a line of instant food products manufactured by General Mills. Basically, you would mix it with boiling water and eat it out of a mug. Varieties of this include macaroni and cheese, spaghetti, and beef with noodles and gravy. Marathon Bar. The Marathon Bar was a chocolate bar with caramel produced by Mars. It was introduced in August 1973 and was discontinued in October 1981 for unknown reasons. Sugar-free Haribo Gummy Bears. This discontinued snack has a very interesting story around it. Basically, sugar-free Haribo Gummy Bears was just a sugar-free version of Haribo Gummy Bears, which in theory should have worked out just fine, but it contained a sugar alcohol called maltitol, which has side effects similar to a laxative. This turned out to be a disaster, which is why they were taken off shelves shortly after they were introduced. Because of this, there were lots of really funny Amazon reviews, so I'm gonna read one. The title of this review reads, "Awesome and explosive," with 2 exclamation marks. Being on a low-carb diet, I bought these so I could have my candy and eat it too, guilt-free. They taste totally awesome and you really cannot eat just one or even the suggested serving. I have an iron stomach and thought it can't be that bad despite the warning. I ate several handfuls, so probably about 100 of these things at one time. You know the old saying. It's all shits and giggles until somebody giggles and shits. That was next. The explosive gas let loose into an explosive shart. 1 mile from home on my walk, and it was a long 1 mile back, and I had a mess. I made it home, and what happened then was like something out of Dante's Inferno. I give this a 5-star for the taste. Awesome. And also 5 stars for the experience, which I'm still laughing about. And that was just one out of many awesome reviews of the sugar-free Haribo Gummy Bears. P.B Max. P.B Max was a peanut butter and chocolate bar created by Mars. It was launched in 1989 and it was discontinued in 1994 for unknown reasons. Skittles Gum. Skittles Gum was a bubblegum version of Skittles. It was introduced in 2004 and was essentially a Skittles bubblegum hybrid and was just like regular Skittles. It wasn't a big success, so in 2006 it was revamped into Skittles Extreme Fruit. This version of Skittles Gum introduced 5 new flavors: blue raspberry, wild cherry, green apple, tangerine, and watermelon. Despite these additions, sales continued to dwindle and Skittles Gum was discontinued in 2010. Nerds Cereal. Nerds Cereal was a cereal spin-off of the Nerds Candy. It was introduced in 1985 and was produced by Ralston. The cereal's flavor was described as tangy, crunchy, sweetened cereal. There were 2 different flavor varieties, orange and cherry, and strawberry and grape. It was discontinued in 1986, presumably due to low sales. Cheetos Giant. This should be kinda self-explanatory, these were just big Cheeto Puffs. They were introduced in 2009 and came with 3 different flavors: regular, flaming hot, and white cheddar. However, they didn't sell well and were criticized for being hard to chew on, as well as being irritating to the consumer's gums and roof of their mouth. They were discontinued around 2010. Planters P.B Crisps. Planters P.B Crisps were graham cookies that were shaped like peanut shells and contained peanut butter cream inside. It was first released in 1992 with 3 flavors available: regular, chocolate crisps, and PB&J crisps. They were discontinued in 1995 due to a supposed lack of consumer demand for it. Since its discontinuation, there have been thousands of people asking Planters to bring it back, with there even being a website dedicated to bringing back PB Crisps. Pink Panther Flakes. Pink Panther Flakes were pink frosted cornflakes that had the Pink Panther as its mascot. They were released in 1973, but discontinued only a year later because it contained red number 2, which is a food dye that was banned in the US in the 1970s. Also, I have an original cell drawing from one of the Pink Panther shorts, which, you know, it's just a quick flex. Nestle Go Ahead. The Nestle Go Ahead bar was a nutrition bar made out of chocolate and peanut butter. It was released in 1977 and contained crisps, which are essentially Rice Krispies. It also contained 19 vitamins and minerals. It didn't sell well, mainly due to its higher price than other chocolate bars. It was discontinued in the early 1980s. Giggles Cookies. Giggles were smiley face shaped cookies produced by Nabisco. They were similar to Oreos, in which they were both small sandwich cookies with cream in the middle. Giggles had fudge and vanilla on the inside, and the cookies themselves were vanilla. They were introduced in 1980, but discontinued in 1990 for unknown reasons. Morning Funnies. Morning Funnies was a fruit-flavored cereal produced by Ralston. The pieces of cereal were brightly colored smiley faces. It was released in 1988, and the back of the boxes had comic strips, which often featured licensed characters. Morning Funnies were disliked by many due to their sweetness. A survey of breakfast cereals published in 1991 found Morning Funnies to be one of the top 10 worst cereals. They were discontinued in 1989 due to consumer dissatisfaction and low sales. Dinky Donuts cereal. Dinky Donuts was a cereal that looked and tasted like glazed donuts. They were introduced in 1981 and manufactured by Ralston. They were discontinued only 2 years later for unknown reasons. Team. Team was a 4-grain flake cereal produced by Nabisco. It was introduced in 1963 as Team Flakes, and it was marketed as staying crunchier in milk than other leading cereals. It was discontinued in 1990 for unknown reasons. Peanut Butter Boppers. Peanut Butter Boppers were peanut butter crackers produced by General Mills. They were introduced in the mid-1980s and had 4 flavors: Cookie Crunch, Fudge Graham, Peanut Crunch, and Honey Crisp. Peanut Butter Boppers were a huge success, with them having over 9% of the United States snack market only 90 days after they were released. Unfortunately, they were discontinued a few years later, presumably due to dwindling sales. Nabisco Bonkers. Bonkers were chewy, rectangular-shaped candies produced by Nabisco. They were discontinued in the 1980s due to low sales. In 2012, a candy company called Leaf Brands acquired the trademark for Bonkers and announced that they were bringing them back in stores in November 2016. However, as of 2023, Bonkers hasn't seen a re-release in stores yet. Keebler Magic Middles. Magic Middles were shortbread cookies produced by Keebler. They were introduced in 2001 and had 2 different flavors, fudge and peanut butter. They were discontinued in 2011 so that Keebler could use the equipment that manufactured them to produce other lines of cookies. Ogre M&Ms. Ogre M&Ms was a peanut butter flavor of M&Ms that was a collaboration with Shrek 2. They were introduced in 2004 and discontinued a few months later. Ice Cream Cone Cereal. Basically, this was a cereal product produced by General Mills. The cereal consisted of cone-shaped pieces and pieces that resembled scoops of ice cream. It was re-released in 2003 to celebrate the 100th year anniversary of the ice cream cone. Lazy Cake Brownies. Lazy Cake Brownies were regular chocolate brownies, except they contained melatonin. They were released in the early 2010s and were only around for a few months before being discontinued due to safety concerns. Chips Ahoy Creamwiches. Chips Ahoy Creamwiches were regular Chips Ahoy cookies, except they had cream inside them. They were introduced in 2001 and discontinued in 2009, presumably due to low sales. Amazing Fruit Gummy Bears. Amazing Fruit Gummy Bears was a brand of gummy bears that was introduced by the Hershey Company in 1992. There were several flavors: pineapple, strawberry, grape, orange, and cherry. They were discontinued in 2008. And that was all for the Discontinued Snacks Iceberg. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and click the like button. See you all in the next video.